Hi first grade, it's Miss Martin here. So I'm going to go ahead and help you guys do our Am I Ready and our vocabulary for our new chapter. So first thing that you have to do before you do this is I want you to make sure that you have already done your chapter 8 test. So that's what you need to do on Monday. So you make sure that you do that and you have your chapter 8 test completed before you move on to chapter 9, Am I Ready? Okay, so I'm going to show you. You will need a couple things for this page. First, what you're going to need is you're going to need some scissors, and you are going to need a pencil, obviously, because you're going to be doing some math. So go ahead and get that, and then we'll get started. Okay, boys and girls, so first thing that I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and take this, and you're going to put it to the side because we're just going to do our vocabulary cards right away. So you'll notice that instead of putting them in our vocabulary notebook like we did when we were in class, we're going to go ahead and use these vocabulary cards this time. So it has like a vocabulary word that you're going to need to know for this chapter, and then if you flip it over, it has the definition on the back. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to get your scissors, and you're going to cut along this dotted line up here at the top, and then you're going to cut along this one. So first what you're going to do, for this first one that says square, you're going to take it and you're going to cut along the dotted line at the top very carefully because you don't want to cut off any words. So cut it off so it looks just like this. Cut off the top so it looks just like that. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video and do that and then hit play when you're ready to go. Okay, so now that we have this, we're going to go ahead and cut it in half following this dotted line right here. So careful not to cut any words off or shapes off. You're going to go ahead and just do a quick, nice little cut like that. And then you should have two little pieces like this. Then go ahead and pause the video if you need more time doing this. And then you're going to go ahead and cut across these lines right here on both of these. So you're going to go ahead and cut like this so you have your own little card just like that. So then you should have, instead of one card, you should have 3 cards just like that. Okay, you're going to go ahead and do that for this one too. Cut it across, so you have 3 cards, and now you'll have 6 cards instead of just one sheet of paper. So, once you're done with this, we're going to go ahead and put these ones to the side, and we're going to get our next page, this one that says circle on it, and we're going to do the same steps that we just did before. So go ahead and pause it if you are still lagging behind, and then go ahead and hit play when you're ready to go. Okay. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and cut across the top just like we did before. If you already know how to do this and you're a pro at this, you can go ahead and kind of cut along with me, or cut before me, I guess that you could say. But I'm going to go ahead and go through how we're going to cut this one. Then we're going to go ahead and cut it across just like before, making sure that we are making straight lines. We're not cutting all crazy. Make sure that we are cutting nice straight lines. Then we'll have 2 different pages just like this. Then we're going to cut across these so that we get 6 cards instead of 2 sheets. Cut, cut, cut. Oops, sorry, you can't see. There we go. You want to make sure again that you are cutting nice so that you're not cutting any words off or any shapes off. Okay. And when you're done, you're going to have 6 cards, different cards just like that. And you can go ahead and kind of stack them all together. We're going to organize them in a minute. So stack them, and you can put them with our other cards from before. If you are still lagging behind, you can go ahead and, or if you're not quite where we are, you can go ahead and pause the video again and catch up, and then go ahead and hit play and we'll move on to this page. Okay, once you're done, you're going to go ahead and get this page. Now this one we only have 1 square, but we have 5 blank squares, and this is for us to fill in any words that we may not know throughout the chapter. So this one you're going to want to keep all these words, so make sure you keep them. or keep these blank ones. So just in case you find a word you don't know, you can add it. So now we're going to go ahead and cut at the top just like we did before. Making sure that we're cutting nice and neat. And then once we cut that, we're going to go ahead and cut across or cut down. Nice and neat. And then once we have both of these, we're going to go ahead and cut across, just like that. And we're going to cut these ones. Okay, so once you're done, what we're going to do with these 5 blank ones is I want you to put them in their own separate pile. So you should have 2 piles. You should have a blank pile, and then you should have a pile that it's already filled out with the name of the shape and everything like that. I'm going to go ahead and move Ziggy down so we can see a little bit better. Okay, what we're going to go ahead and do for this is at the top of each, you're going to take these ones actually, and you're going to put them to the side. You don't need them right now. But we need these ones. And at the top of each of these little squares, it should say a lesson. So this one's for lesson 5. So chapter 9, lesson 5. So what we need to go ahead and do, let me make Ziggy a little bit clearer. There we go. Is we need to put them in order by lesson. So this one I know is lesson 5. So that's not lesson 1. So we're going to put that one to the side. Let me see if I can move him down. There we go. This one is lesson 10. I don't need that one yet. Lesson 3. This one's lesson 1. This is one that I'm going to need tomorrow when I do lesson 1. So I'm going to put this one in its own pile because I know I'm going to need these ones first. So I'm going to put lesson 1 right over here. Oh, this one is also lesson 1. Put that one in here. This one is lesson 8, so put that one to the side. Lesson 9, put that one to the side. Oh, lesson 1 again. Oh, this one's lesson 2. I want to keep this one close because this is the one I'm going to do on Thursday. So I need to make sure that I keep this one close too. Oh, here we go. Lesson 1. Lesson 8. Lesson 2. And lesson 1. So what you should have for lesson 1, these are the ones that you're going to need. You're going to need 2-dimensional shape, vertex, square, side, and a rectangle. Those are the ones that you're going to need for lesson 1. So you want to make sure that you have these. So go ahead and I want you to go ahead and get these ones all set up. So go ahead and pause the video and make sure that you have all of them organized by lesson. If you don't understand this or if you need some help, go ahead and ask your mom or your dad or your sister or brother and ask if they can go ahead and help you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and keep these ones organized. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a pile with the lessons. Lesson 5, lesson 8, lesson 9, and lesson 10. And then at the very end, after my lesson 10 one, I'm going to put my blank cards. So Miss Martin's going to go ahead and staple these, but you might not have a stapler, so you could put these in like a Ziploc bag or like a little crate or something that you can keep them, so that way you won't lose them. So I'm going to go ahead and staple mine together. You might not have a stapler, but that's okay. Okay, so once we are done with all of our vocabulary, you go ahead. Once we're done with all of our vocabulary, a little vocabulary book, just like this, we're going to go ahead and start on my math words worksheet, just like this. Okay, move Ziggy up. He's being a little bit difficult today. There we go. Oh, too far back, Ziggy. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to need to do, the first thing that we always do when we are doing our math worksheets or any worksheets, is we need to put our name and our number up at the top. So Miss Barnes is going to go ahead and put her name and her number up at the top. Make sure that your name and number is up at the top. Okay, so once your name and number is up at the top, we have our 3 vocabulary words that we are working with today. We have circle, square, and triangle. And so they want us to write the word that names each shape and then draw an object in your classroom that is the same shape. So since we are in our classroom right now, I want you to go ahead and be looking around your house for a circle shape, a square shape, and a triangle shape. So I want you to go ahead and look around for those shapes, and then I want you to write what you see and draw a little picture of it. So for circle, Miss Martin, let me see, what does she see? That's a circle. This one has a fan in her room that's in a circle. So I'm going to go ahead and put fan on mine, but your answer is going to be different than mine because you don't have the same thing that I have in my room I'm in right now. So, and then I'm going to draw a little fan like this. And it has these little propellers like this. So you're going to go ahead and each one you're going to draw a little picture of what you see, and you're going to write it on the line. If you see something that you don't know how to spell, you can go ahead and ask your mom or your dad to ask them how to spell it for you, or even an older brother or sister, and see if they know how to spell it. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and try and see what you can find around your room or your house that has the circle shape, square shape, and triangle shape. I want you to go ahead and pause the video right now, so that way when you're looking, the video doesn't keep going. So go ahead and pause it and then come back when you're done. Okay, so then when you're done with both of those, you're going to go ahead and do this side. And this side should be pretty easy because what they want you to do is they want you to, for 1, 2, and 3, they want you to draw a line to the matching shape. So for number 1 here, we have I know this is a triangle shape. So I have to go ahead and draw a line to the object that is a triangle, which obviously I know this one is that one. Okay, so then number 4, it says, JD made this picture frame in art class. What shape is it? Circle the name. So I'm going to look here at my vocabulary book and see if I possibly have the name of it. Oh, that one looks a lot like this one, and this name is rectangle. So I'm going to go ahead and keep my book open and look and see which one of these words is rectangle. Well, these ones both start with R, R-E-C, R-E-C, tangle, tangle. So I know it's this one. Okay, and then for number 5, they want you to circle the shape that is different. So these ones both have 3 sides. This one has 3 sides. 3 sides. I'm going to put 3 inside so I know it has 3 sides. This one here, I'm going to move Ziggy down so you can see it a little better. There we go. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So I'm going to put a 4. This one has 1, 2, this one has 3 sides. So which one of these is different? You go ahead and circle which one you think is different. Okay, and then for number 6, they want us to circle the shape that is the same. So again, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Well, look at these ones are a lot like squares, and this one has 0 sides. So which shapes are the same? Okay, once you're done with this is what you're going to turn in. You're just going to turn in your Am I Ready, your vocabulary, and you're going to keep this at home because you're going to need this for the next couple of lessons. Okay, so I want you to keep this at home, this return to school. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to ask your parents or your older brothers and sisters, and if they don't know, then tell them that they can email Miss Martin, and I'll go ahead and try and help you. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow for math.